Welcome to episode 26 of A Fighting Chance. I'm Jared. We got Sal, of course, as always. And we're really excited. We got Steven Ocho Peterson. What's going on, man? We're really excited to have you.
Hey, thanks for having me on, guys. Man, I've been watching you guys' show a little bit. You had some of the teammates on here, so I figured I'd jump on and see what the buzz is about.
Well, that really means a lot. First of all, thank you. Sal's had a good amount of luck with the Fortis guys. Fortis is it's been one of our favorite gyms for a long time. We've been every time Safe is in the corner of a fight, I'm just always like, damn, I should have put money on that fight, because you just know that you're getting the best coaching from that corner.
Yeah, no doubt about it, man. He's been at the top of the game the whole time, and he's grown a lot with the sport. What's up, buddy? And he's the man. This is my son Keeson. Say what's up.
What's up, Keeson?
Hey, how's it going?
How you doing?
Thanks for bringing this.
Good. I took out the trash for you too.
Oh, thank you.
And I picked up the trash cans.
Thanks, buddy. He's a good kid.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, it sounds like you got a great son.
Thanks.
Yeah. Trash.
So
That's awesome.
So yeah, I've been with Safe for about 8-9 years, and he's an incredible coach. The journey's been wild, and I can't wait for the next chapter.
Yeah, it sounds like the last few years have really just been a roller coaster of, highs and lows for everybody at your gym. I mean, even just with the Ryan Spann fight last 2 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
That seemed pretty heavy. I'm excited and very happy for that fight to be rescheduled. That it did get rescheduled, because it just seemed like it happens too much at the Apex, where the fights just get, like, the main card gets called off a few hours before it's about to happen. You don't hear about that happening as much at arena events, and I don't know why that is. It's like almost like the curse of the Apex in a way.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. Maybe I don't know. Maybe there's some conspiracy there. We don't like fighting at the Apex. My opinion, I don't like fighting at the Apex. I'd rather fight in an arena and have a crowd. But maybe some guys would rather fight with less people. Maybe there's something to that.
Well, you've definitely been doing this a long time, and I'm excited that you get to be at the arena in San Antonio. That's going to be an amazing card, and we're excited that you get to be a part of it. That's for sure. Yeah,
I'm looking forward to it, man. It's been too long since I've been in there, so I got to get back in there and just dive in.
Hey, man, you got one of the most viral knockouts, which is really cool. When I was doing a little bit of checking you out on YouTube, I was like, damn, this thing's got 24 million clicks on it, on that spinning back fist.
Yeah, man,
that's pretty wild.
That was a good week. Good. Mexico City was wild. I had a great time. I almost died, and I got shook down by the cops, and
oh, wow.
I made it back. So I made it back.
No.
With my bag. So
what happened?
A lot of shit, man. Fucking. Well, it started with I went out there a week before the UFC went out there, so I got a B&B out there. We kind of just adventured around, and I went on a hike on this mountain called Pico de Abuela, and we started at like 2-3 in the afternoon, and they were like, no, you shouldn't start. You should start at 9 in the morning, and we were like, no, we're here now. We're gonna make it. So we went, took that hike on the way back home, or on the way back down. Basically, phones died. It was dark. It started raining. Couldn't see anything. You just hear gunshots, dogs in the distance, and it's like, what the hell is? I'm in Mexico City, right? It's a third world country. So we didn't know if we were gonna get kidnapped, but we had this Mexican dude showing us the way, and I couldn't speak hardly any Spanish, so we trusted this guy, and luckily he took us to safety. He took us down to where we can get a cab and make it back to our B&B. So that was one thing that happened, but
well, that's a pretty big deal.
Yeah, right. It was kind of crazy, the whole experience with the UFC. They had a whole caravan of police cars and motorcycles shutting off each intersection as we came through on the bus when we went to the arena. And then after that knockout, I like planned it out. I planned out my post victory speech, and they were all booing me. And then I hit the cheer, or I hit my speech, and then they erupted in cheers. And it was like, all right, so I'm gonna make it out of here. And then
I didn't hear the speech. What did you say?
said, "Hola, mi amo Ocho, mi número Ocho. Gracias, mexicanos. Viva Mexico." And then it
Yeah,
worked
there you go.
exactly as I envisioned it, and it was
That's awesome.
yeah, it was incredible,
So
man. Just the whole experience. I planned on knocking him out in the second round. I planned on kind of like measuring him in the first, and then started throwing heat and knocking him out in the second. And it just happened. I didn't expect it to happen with the spinning back fist, but that's something that I've been doing my whole career. It's just when you're able to line it up like that, it's picture perfect, and couldn't have been a better moment.
Steven, I can't see, but I just had my buddy before we started this podcast. He was describing to me the knockout, like it was in slow motion on the TV in my house, and you wouldn't have been able to like predict something like that because like the way like you missed the jab and then he goes for the spinning. My buddy literally described it like it was like two people spinning at the same time, like twisters.
Yeah, so I landed the jab
it
as he spun. I
uh-huh.
landed it, and it was like a oh shit moment where I was like
Yeah.
right in the line, but I parried
Yeah.
his spinning back fist, so that's why it looks like it comes around with the elbow. I parried it, and then I'd done it a million times. I've been in that position a million times, so I just looked over my shoulder, and it was right there in front of me, so I just unleashed it.
Wow. I mean, to be able to get a move like that happen in that like a blink of an eye like that is amazing. To be able to just pull the trigger on something like that is very impressive.
Yeah, a lot of people like to throw it with reckless abandon, but I've kind of like gotten my flow state settled in there, so I feel like a lot of things happen in slow motion when you're in that moment.
Well, both Sal and myself have never been in moments like that, so it's really cool to hear you tell.
I don't recommend it; it's crazy.
No, but I yeah, no, it sounds amazing, but I definitely can relate to like the flow state. I play music, so like I can relate to when you're playing like a perfect set and playing a concert with your band, like that flow state where you're just not even thinking, and it's just the songs that you've rehearsed time after time are just coming out of you. So I understand that, but I can't relate to it in a this guy's literally trying to knock my head off state and be like I'm just flowing right now.
Yeah,
that's really
cool. Yeah, you got to do
That's
it for
amazing.
a while before you get to that level of comfortability in there.
And you've been doing it for like 15 years, right?
Yeah, 15 years in the game.
Damn. Yeah. Sorry, Sal. What were you saying?
No, I sparred Muay Thai for a little bit, and so it wasn't long enough for me to kind of get into a flow state, but it's just even doing it and then hearing you describing how you're so cerebral in there is kind of crazy because for me it feels like it's just a lot. Like you gotta watch what they're doing. You got try not to get hit. You gotta hit them and like watch your cardio. It's just so much to manage while getting punched in the head. I have tons of respect for getting in there and
I get in a flow state with heavy bags and walls. So that's about all I can relate to.
Yeah.
But and how do you enjoy coaching? Because I know you've got like the amateur program at Fortis also.
It's fulfilling, man. Especially when you can help somebody succeed. It's just like fighting. A lot of highs, a lot of lows. Some people you can't help because they can't help themselves, and then that's really difficult. It's difficult when watching guys train their ass off, give it everything, and then go in there and not get the win. And then it's extremely rewarding watching guys go through all that and then get their hand raised, especially after having tough moments and then coming back.
Right.
That's like the name of the game. It's just overcoming adversity and helping these guys through the process.
Just never quitting. Just persevere, man. That's all you can do, right?
Yeah, and then you get lucky every once in a while, and you get like a really great athlete that's a really great student as well. And it's like, man, you can go as far as you want to go, and those guys are generally too smart to get into fighting.
Yeah, I think about that often. It's like the best fighters probably would never fight. Like think about it's like you. I don't know. It's
If
think about the amount of talent that we're
yeah,
probably just never going to get to see in the octagon.
if you can, make a comfortable living doing something else, as far as
Mhm.
how hard you got to work for this, and then it's like chance, and there's other sports that pay significantly more money. Uh, So it wouldn't make sense for those athletes to come into MMA, and then they would also have to go back to the drawing board and learn and all that stuff. So if you're super athletic, getting to fighting's kind of like it's a toss up. Then you'll find somebody like me that's just gonna take that ass kicking and then catch you after you make a mistake. So uh, yeah, it's unpredictable. It's a crazy sport. So. You got to get it while you can, and you got to get your money and make the most of it.
What got you started?
Man, street fighting. I really had no direction when I was young. I got into a lot of fights. I grew up in Los Angeles, so got in a lot of fights out there. When I moved to Texas, got picked on because I wasn't from here, and
Mhm.
got in a lot of fights because of that. So it was just like a way of life for me, and I fought for respect. So I always wanted to get respected, and when somebody would talk shit to get hit. It was just my thing. It's like, okay. And then they're going to respect me after that. Even if I win or lose, they're going to have respect for me because I didn't go out like no punk.
How old were you when you moved to Texas from Los Angeles?
I was 15 years old when I moved to McKinney, Texas.
Okay.
So I joined the football team,
Yeah.
and the varsity kids were picking on me and called me Ocho because I was wearing number 8. And they were like pummeling me into the ground, like Ocho, 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 like after every play. So I got up and I started swinging on them. And they'd be like, oh, this kid Ocho thinks he could fight. So then as the school year went on, everybody knew me as Ocho.
Damn. And you already been fighting at that point in the streets of Los Angeles.
Yeah, I'd been fighting before I moved to McKinney. So it was like all these preppy white boys think that they could talk shit and push me around and nothing's going to happen. And I led with my fists. I had a really short fuse, you would say, but I mean, what was I supposed to do? Everybody's ganging up on me. Uh, I'm going to start swinging.
And what was like the deciding factor to go like hone the skill and get some technique?
Yeah, so I started this backyard fight club called Friday Night Fights, and it was
Nice.
because I was tired of getting suspended and in trouble at school.
Yeah.
At the time, my parents were going through a divorce, so I was able to kind of get away with what I wanted to do at my mom's house. So
Mm-hmm.
I could have all my friends over, and we would just have like 30 people in the backyard doing like big circle. We're a bunch of high school kids. There's like young adults come in with 40s and stuff, just hanging out in the
Yeah.
backyard, smoking. We'd be in the circle, just calling people out and throwing down. And there was this one kid. He knew some jujitsu, so he would wrap up his legs, catch me at the triangle, and he'd elbow me in the top of the head, and they'd stop it, and I'd be bleeding all over the place, and I'd be like, what are you doing with your legs? Like, what is this and that? So then I went and trained with him. 30 days later, I had my first amateur fight and fell in love with the sport.
That's an
Just
awesome
30
story.
days.
Yep, 30 days later, man, times were different. Now guys train
Yeah.
for years, like 10 years before they even have a fight. So I learned all my shit on the
Right.
fly.
Steven, my friends and I would
It's
do that at
awesome.
we would do that same thing at my parents' house. We would get wasted and get into like have like a little fight club in high school at my parents' house. But the only difference was we had boxing gloves and headgears. We weren't really we weren't putting down elbows and bleeding like the way you just described.
Yeah, we had like no holds barred. It was like, I mean,
Yeah,
we're
that
lucky
sounds.
nobody
Yeah.
died.
We definitely had some knockouts even with the headgear on, like because you'd be so hammered and then just like landing haymaker after haymaker on like your best buddy, and next thing you know, you're just like on the ground and like walking out to the backyard carrying trash bags, and like you can barely even walk at that point. That was my high school, so I can almost relate, just minus the no holds bar part.
The part of my laptop, like whenever I opened it, you can't even close it. You have to press it down, and it has to like click in there.
Can I check it out after this interview?
Yeah. How long will it take?
I don't know. We're on this interview. So Keeson's into gaming. You want to shout out your
Yeah, what game do you play?
Yeah, go for it.
Check out a crazy kid named Keeson. He's got his own YouTube channel. We're trying to learn how to edit and do some stuff like that, so he can
That's awesome.
build that. And check out his Roblox account. He's making skins and stuff.
Shirts.
Oh snap! My little brother plays Roblox.
PERTSOMMM.
Why don't you put that on your make a video on your YouTube, and then people will be able to check it out.
How old are you, Keeson?
11.
Wow, you're an impressive 11-year-old. Keep it up. That's awesome.
Yeah, he's super impressive. He's been with me the whole journey, and ever since he was born, he's been coming with me to the gym, and now he finally gets to go with me for a UFC fight week. So we're real excited.
Oh, is it first fight?
No, he's been watching me fight, but never got to go experience the whole UFC fight week. He's going down there with me for the whole week to kind of,
That's awesome.
get the inside scoop of what it's all about.
That's exciting.
I saw an article about an interview you did saying that you never want to fight in Texas again. What was the decision to come back?
Man, I ate my words, didn't I?
Yeah.
Shit. So,
not to call you out or anything.
Yeah,
leave it to Sal to be the investigator to find that.
I was really butthurt about that decision. I was like, I didn't see how it could possibly go his way, and there was a lot of controversy about who was judging the fight. Like some chick that was judging the fight had only judged like 2 other fights before that, and then like who does she know type deal. And I was like really upset about it because that's fucking $20,000 out of my bank, and then that's an L on my record. Now all this shit. Now I got to go to Mexico and fight this dude. So it was like, yeah, I was upset, but when you put me on the shelf for a year, I'm gonna be like, I'll fight wherever the hell you tell me to fight, coach. So that's where I was at. I was like, I'm just happy to get back in there, especially with COVID and everything shutting down, all that jazz. So I'm just happy to, be back at work and go in there and show my shit. And everybody in Texas is gonna be supporting me. So especially being off for a year, the crowd's gonna be all Ocho.
Absolutely. If I was there, I would be screaming Ocho as well. So I can imagine that it's gonna be just like that. What are you into watching fights when you're not fighting? Like, are you looking forward to the John Jones card this weekend? Or
I'm gonna be there.
Oh, cool.
I got a teammate, Jeff Neal. He's gonna take out Shaft Cat.
Dude. That's gonna be awesome. There's
fight.
So many ridiculous fights on this card, and that is one of the top ones for sure.
Yeah, man.
So you're gonna be there with Jeff?
I'm not gonna be there with Jeff, but I'm gonna be there watching. I feel like it's important to, 1, go support your teammates, and 2, just surround myself with the sport, be around it all the time. The following week, I'm going out there as well to corner Austin Lingo, fighting on the Apex card, the fight night. So
cool. Just
engulfing myself in the sport, and really when I get in there, it's like another fucking day. It's where I belong. Right. It's not something where I it's a big deal because it's my moment, right? But I'm in the moment when I'm in there. I'm not thinking. I'm just doing. I find that flow state really quickly, and I just enjoy getting to perform and try to make moments last a lifetime.
That's beautiful. I mean, well, it's an interesting thing to say because like people think about it like you haven't been in there for a year, but you're literally immersed in it every single weekend. That it's not like you've been away or anything like that. You're literally doing the fight weeks, basically every week is what you're describing in
Yeah,
one way or another. Right.
through my teammates. Uh, yeah, I'm also promoting. So
Nice.
yeah, I'm engulfed in the sport. It's yeah, I do all sides, and I just enjoy being in this
Je-
in this vicinity. Like to be able to do MMA for a living,
right.
coach, promote, fight, all that. I mean, what more could I ask for?
And I think it's going to be a big year for you with a lot of big wins in your future for this year. So
Yeah, inside and outside of the cage, I expect to have a lot of big wins this year. Uh,
that's
yeah, through
awesome.
my production company, we got a lot of
I was getting fired up, dude. Your production company is called Ocho. I was checking out your YouTube channel.
yeah, it's called Ocho TV.
Nice.
We're releasing our documentary um, May 27th, May 28th. We got a huge event that we're throwing Memorial Weekend Fight Festival in Grand Prairie. So really looking forward to unveiling the details behind that. But the documentary is going to be more of like a black tie VIP event, and we're hoping to pitch that to networks, and then maybe get ESPN, UFC Fight Pass, some of these other uh, apps involved, and kind of be able to share our showcase our documentary.
Do you enjoy
How,
that? Sorry, what were you say? So
well, it fits in. I was gonna say, how did you kind of get into the whole, I guess, creative production world?
Yeah, I really do enjoy it. I enjoy being able to help share people's stories, and I'm all about the greater good and inspiring and bringing people up. So it's like everybody's got a story, right? We all got a story.
for sure.
So kind of being able to draw those parallels between the different stories and just show people that are in a low place, like, hey, you ain't the only one. Like there's a lot of people that have been through this shit and and ended up on top, and everybody's like, everybody's got tons of excuses, like nobody understands, but uh, just wait till you are able to see other people's story when you watch and you see what people have gone through and how they come up overcome it. Uh, I think it's beautiful.
That really is. I mean, that's really what drew me to fighting in general and martial arts. Well, mixed martial arts is something that is definitely new to me in the past few years of getting into the UFC. I grew up doing a little bit of jujitsu after I lost my eyesight at 11, and then I got into kickboxing like about 5 years ago. But getting into like the UFC and being a fan was really it happened because of getting drawn into fighter stories because it's different than other sports and other athletes the way that they put themselves out there. Like you can watch a media day of like a UFC fight week and learn so much about a fighter that you really can fall in love with somebody in their story. And it's very different because like I'm somebody like I said, I lost my eyesight when I was 11. I've had my share of my own story, and it's like you learn through struggle and you learn through pain and perseverance and all of that. And it's just one of those things that's what connected me with the sport is it's an individual thing where you're literally hearing one person's story of how they got through something because it's all about their journey and it's not about the highs. It's about what happens when you take a loss. It's like that's the getting up the next day after a loss and getting to your next fight and going in there with confidence is there's such a message there
Yeah,
and it's
like the fans,
you know
if you're just watching the fight, you don't give a fuck about the fighter. Like you don't know
yeah,
if you see him get knocked out, you see something get broken. You don't
right,
even you're not even aware of what they're going through the following week or months or
right,
lifetime of ailments. You're just aware of watching the entertainment being there. But when you're able to engage with that specific fighter and you're
yeah,
like, I know their story, you actually care, then you're invested, then you give energy to the event. and then I think it'll help the fans engage with the fighters. It'll help build the energy and the atmosphere of the sport, and just fuel the sport.
Yeah, I mean, it's especially in a world that's so like about mental health and everybody being there for each other. I think there's nothing that can make that more obvious than a fighter who's going through something, fighting for something, and then also having to be kind of feeling a loss, feeling alone, feeling like nobody gives a shit about them because it's like
Yeah,
you're just being
personal journeys. Why
for
the fuck do
sure.
we
It's
fight? We each have a story on why we fight, and a lot of those stories are similar. Some of them are much different, but there's a reason why we're fighting, and that's kind of that's the most important thing. Like, not just the journey, like not just one specific thing that you went through, but the journey of like, what is your purpose for fighting? Why do I continue to put myself in the in harm's way when like what does it do for me? And that's kind of the purpose of this, is to kind of give a reason to why we put ourselves through this, to why we torture ourselves.
for sure. And even if you take like a percentage of the fans that are just there to be let's watch people throw down and watch people bleed, there's still a percentage of the fans that are emotionally connected to exactly what you just said. And it's like connecting with that person makes it all worth it. Like, of course, like it's entertainment, it's sport, it's all those things, but it's also just the most primal thing in life.
Yeah, it's the purest sport, without a doubt.
Yeah. It's what every sport wants to be.
Yeah, but they don't have the balls to do it.
No, they have balls that they're kicking and throwing into nets.
Exactly. Yeah, and much respect to you. Jiu-jitsu is the perfect outlet, because
Oh,
you can roll with
totally.
your eyes closed. That's how I learned how to
Yeah,
roll in the first place. Is like, quit trying to look
for
for stuff.
sure.
Just, it's all feel.
Yeah, no, I grew up as an ice hockey player, and then I lost my sight when I was 11, and I found music shortly after that, which basically saved my life because I started like all of my hockey teammates which were my best friends became, I kind of turned it into music bands and music friends like that, and which was really major for me as like an outlet and creatively.
Yep.
But I needed to always have something that was aggressive and aggression and getting it out there in a physical way because I mean we're all born athletes, and once you lose that, it's really hard to get it back. And I don't know, I went through many years of not caring at all and not being athletic, like when I was going through my own depression. And but it honestly, man, it took my dad passed away when I was 25, and that's what like reignited my whole fire for just sports and working out every day, and got back into like kickboxing. And I mean, I can't go a day without being in the gym, so I always I feel like I'm in like a lifelong training camp in a way, just not throwing down with anybody in an octagon, because I don't know what would the odds be against a blind fighter. I'd probably be like a plus 20,000.
Yeah, I don't think they would allow that, but
I don't know. I don't think so either, because I'm trying to make it happen at some
Let's
point.
get it
but-
booked. I mean,
hey, jiu-jitsu super fight.
ridiculous.
I mean, it's definitely
There you
doable.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Steven, it's really been wonderful talking to you. I feel like we got to let you go to help your amazing son Keeson with his laptop.
Yeah,
'cause
real quick. Remind me when I finalize my documentary. I want to send you an audio file so you can kind of listen to it. I think we got some musicians in there as well, some all different types. It's I think you'll like it.
Awesome. I really appreciate that, Steven. That's really cool.
Yeah,
I can't wait to check it out.
Sure.
And thank you so much for coming on. You're an awesome person, and we're really excited about your fight in San Antonio and just your whole career. You're a motivating guy and definitely an inspiration to a lot of young people coming up. So
Yeah, I
it's very cool
appreciate
to
it,
talk
man.
to you.
Appreciate the kind words. I appreciate y'all's time, and look forward to getting this dub on March 25th.
Awesome. Yeah, we're looking forward to it too.
Let's
do it.
Let's do
Awesome,
this shit.
Steven. Yeah. All right. Tell Keeson we said awesome, and we'll check his channel out too.
Hey, word. Yeah,
Sure.
Crazy kid named Keeson. Check him out.
Crazy kid named
Got it.
Keeson.
Yeah, bro.
Have a good one.
All right, like. How the fuck do you shut this thing down?
Yeah! Dude, what a guy.
Bada bing, bada boom. That
What
was a great
gu-
one.
Dude, he was
That
such
was
a
a great
guy.
one, huh?
Dude,
Yeah.
I really enjoyed that.
That's a top 10 guy right there.
Dude,
What a guy.
I'm a big fan of Steven Peterson.
Yeah, dude, I've been telling you, man.
Don't do this. don't do this to
You
me.
know, guys, when I hit Jared up, I was like, hey, we got Steven Peterson. He's like, honestly, I don't really care. I don't even want to show up.
No,
I had to convince Jared to come on today. I mean,
dude, that's not Steven.
What is going
Steven,
on
if you're
here?
listening to this, Sal's not even funny. Even when he's trying to be funny, he's not funny. He's one
this
of
is what
these
you
guys-
get for last week, bro. You tried to say that I was an Aaron Blanchfield hater, so it's revenge.
Right now, you're being a Saul. How about that?
No, dude. Don't do that. Don't do that.
You're not even being a Salvador. You're being a Saul.
Wow. Appreciate it. But yeah, that was awesome.
Oh man, he. In the words of Ariel Helwani, he's a mensch. That's Yiddish for if you don't know that. He's a good guy.
I do.
He's a class act.
Good guy.
He's a mensch.
And we'll check out his documentary for sure.
Dude, we'll check out his son's channel.
Yeah.
Crazy kid named Keeson.
Crazy Kim named Keeson, yeah.
I like that name, Keeson Peterson.
Yeah, that is cool. I
Yeah.
haven't heard that name before, Keeson. It's definitely different.
Excuse me. Dude,
yeah.
that was. I'm just on a high right now from that. It's hard to come down, but I guess we have to because we're professional.
I guess we'll just get into this bum card this weekend or whatever. Jesus.
If we have to,
Christ. If we have to.
I've been making this pretty known that I'm not going to be able to watch the John Jones card because I'm not a real fan. I'm going to be at my best friend's wedding. I'm the best man in a wedding this weekend.
Here,
So-
I got you. We'll prolong it a little bit. We'll talk about other stuff for.
That's cool,
second.
but I do want you to know, come Saturday night, I'm actually turning my phone off for 24 hours, and I'm going to watch the entire card on Sunday.
This is like an all-time. If you pull this off, if you genuinely don't hear anything about the card,
I won't hear a thing. I'm not going to hear a thing. I'm literally going to turn my phone off. I'm going to have already made my bets, and I'm just going in.
you
and
should
I'm watching the whole thing.
just by chance, if anybody follows the UFC at his wedding,
Dude.
and they're they come up to you and tell you what happened, you should make it like an announcement. I am not.
Yeah, it'll be my entire speech. I'm giving a speech
Yeah.
on Friday.
It's like whatever you're married, do not spoil UFC 285 for me.
Dude, if somebody comes up to me and tells me about anything that happened, I'll just knock them out.
Yeah, they're oh, John Jones just got knocked out via spinning back fist against Cyril Gane.
That's not going to happen.
We're not even going to talk about that yet, bro.
All right,
Let's
what
not
are we
even
talking
get
about?
to that.
What are we talking about?
We're talking about Chris Curtis is very mad that Raul Rosas is over him on the card this weekend. Not this weekend. I'm so stupid. Wait, is it this weekend? I'm so confused.
No. What are you talking about?
Sorry, UFC 287 in Miami. That's what it was.
Chris
He's
Curtis?
fighting.
Chris
He's fighting
Curtis is on
Kelvin.
that card?
Yeah, he's fighting Kelvin Gastelum. So a big fight, right?
Uh-huh.
And he's saying, "How is this kid has one win in the UFC? He's not ranked. He hasn't beat anybody notable yet. He just has a little bit of hype.
Mm-hmm.
Why is he get the main card spot over me, who's finished a bunch of guys, put on very exciting fights, and is fighting another real name in the sport, who's done a lot for the sport as well. What do you think about that?
Who's Raul Rosas fighting on that card?
Exactly.
No, I'm asking.
Exactly.
What? Does
If
he
it
not have a
mattered,
name?
you would know.
I didn't
That's what
even
I'm
know
saying.
Chris Curtis was on the card. That's not fair.
Because you're not a real fan.
No, I know that Gilbert's on the card. I know that Jorge's on the card. I know that
Yeah, but that's
Izzy
the
and
main fights.
Izzy and
Doesn't even
Alex is
count.
on the card. I know that Chris Barnett and Chase Sherman are on the card because we.
Well, it
interviewed-
doesn't count, bro.
Dude,
Doesn't
sorry, I
even-
haven't checked out the card yet. What is that in 3 months?
Christian Rodriguez, he's fighting.
Oh, I knew that.
C-Rod.
C-Rod's fighting.
No, I'm saying
dude, he's fighting Raul Rosas. Dude,
Yeah.
I knew that actually. David told me that. David told me that the other day.
So,
And dude, I really like Christian Rodriguez. That's who knocked out Frankie Edgar.
I know, but do you
Dude,
agree?
that's a legit fight.
But over Chris Curtis? With they're both almost top 10 guys. What do you mean, what?
They both are.
They both are top 10 guys. No, they're not. They're technically top 10 guys.
What's Christian Rodriguez ranked?
Oh, you're talking about them? No, they're
Yeah.
not.
Dude,
No.
he literally just knocked out Frankie Edgar.
He did knock out Frankie Edgar.
Okay, so
That's
he's got
Chris Gutierrez. You're thinking that's different.
Oh.
This is Christian Rodriguez.
All right, I'm still on that high from Steven Peterson.
Blame it on that, dude.
Damn,
he's
Who's
fighting some
Christian
dude named
Rodriguez.
Exactly. No disrespect, but I mean it's not like
Damn, I was thinking Chris Gutierrez.
no. Just on name status alone. The fact that Kelvin is not being put on the main card is wild to me.
Well, I mean, he hasn't had a good last 7 fights.
I mean, but it's not like he's been a pushover in those last 7 fights either. I mean, he's fighting like the top of the top and giving them hard fights.
Who's the main card?
For that whole card,
Yeah.
there's the 2 that you mentioned. Rob Font versus Adrian Yanez. Kevin Holland, Santiago Ponzinibbio.
Wow.
Raul Rosas, and then Christian Rodriguez. That's the main card.
And wait, is Chris Curtis headlining the prelims?
Yeah.
Dude, they say that's a bigger deal sometimes.
Yeah, but like...
Because
It's a
like that's what's
pay-per-view.
convincing. But that's what's convincing the people. Like, oh, we gotta buy the pay-per-view.
Yeah, but you don't get the coverage. Who cares about pay-per-view? He's not going to... Like, it doesn't matter. It's
What do you mean coverage?
Think about it.
Uh-huh.
Every time there's like these big cards, right?
Yeah.
And you're on the main card and you pull something off. You have a great fight. That's going to get pushed way more than if you're on the prelims. No one's really... Like, if you're not a... At least if you're trying to grow your name to push out to the... You know, the bigger audience.
Even if you're headlining the prelims?
Even if you're headlining the prelims, bro.
All right, man. I love Chris
I just
Curtis.
think... I love Chris... That's what I'm saying. Like, if you want to give that... Oh, let's give him a push. Put Raul Rosas on the headlining prelim. And then you put Chris Curtis on the main card. He's worked enough to get put on the main card.
I love Chris Curtis. I'm going to tell you right now. Even when Chris Curtis was getting his ass kicked by Phil Hawes, and then he knocked him out in that second round, I believe. I was so stoked for Chris Curtis. I was, like, literally, he's one of the people who made me the happiest in the last year.
Yeah.
As far as getting, like, his shot, because you hear from Sean Strickland just how good this guy's been, and, you know, he's getting his chance.
I mean, he has 39 fights.
But
It's not a bum.
But
Oh, God.
I just have to say something. He would be on the main card 1,000% if he had done a little better against Jack
Against
Hermanson.
Jack Hermanson? I just saw that. Yeah. That's fair.
A little better.
But look at how he starched Joaquin Buckley.
No, dude, I get it.
He beat Brendan Allen. That's aging very well right now.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
But the card was already made before last weekend.
I don't know. I disagree with it. I think when you're that far into your career and you've done that much for the sport, at least you can get a main card spot.
I want you to know.
The kid will have opportunities.
I put my entire betting account on Chris Curtis against Jack Hermanson.
Yeah, me too. All right, I didn't bet, but I really thought he was going to win that.
I did.
I figuratively put all my money on Chris
I
Curtis.
had 18 cents left that day.
Dude, I bet, not bet, but I did a verdict tournament again. To like, because I was like, maybe let me try it again. And I just went so bad. I'm just not, I can't do it.
You made a 10-leg parlay for me and you lost in the first fight.
Yeah, but then I got every other pick right, almost.
I love the almost.
I went on like a nice little streak there most of the card. I think the last fight was the only one.
Yeah, you should try to get Brendan Allen on the show because you totally picked him.
I think I can, actually. I think I have a connection to Brendan Allen.
Nice.
Try to get him on. But yeah, I thought that was pretty significant.
David David hit a parlay last weekend.
What do you hit?
It was like 7 fights or something,
Uh-huh.
and he won like $42.
Oh.
And I was like, dude, let it ride after the fights were over. And he's like, what would you put it on? And the Spurs were playing the Jazz,
No.
and they were up by
And
like
they won.
they were up by like 18 points. The Spurs
Yeah.
were, and they were still the underdog. So I was like, dude, put it on their spread because you could still take them to lose by 4 points. They lost by 18 points.
Really? I thought they won that game.
No.
I mean, it's the Spurs.
I know, but they were doing so well. And dude, what's up with? Not that this is a basketball show, but why do so many basketball teams like the underdog? They'll be crushing it, and then they just fall apart in the third quarter.
I guess it's going to halftime. Like maybe something happens at half, they get relaxed, like, oh, we got a little lead, and then the other team comes out hungry. I'm a Celtics fan, so that's like they're not the underdog, but that's every game. We're up by like 20 at half, and then we're somehow in a close game for the next 2 quarters. I don't understand it at all. It's frustrating to watch.
They had a pretty good game against the Knicks on Monday.
Yeah, they killed it. They crushed it. I hate that.
All right, I guess it's time. Let's talk about John Jones.
I mean, I was gonna segue because we were talking about
Bets.
bets.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
dude, segue away.
I think it's time for
Blind Dog Bets.
this is our new segment called Blind Dog Bets, where Mr. Jared Hera gives his picks for the week.
Hey, I'm Jared from Blind Dog Bets. You want some picks of the week from a guy who can't see? All right. Let's throw your hard-earned cash on some money. on some money. No, throw your money on a bet that I'm going to tell you to take.
Right.
Jalen Turner's money line against Gamrot this weekend. He's an underdog, which is pretty crazy. I know he was up against Dan Hooker, heavy favorite.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna ride the Jalen Turner train until it ends, and I think this is a pretty cool time to take him once again as an underdog. It's been a long time, so yeah, take Jalen Turner this weekend. What is he, Sal? What is his money line?
Jalen Turner is a plus 175 against Mateusz Gamrot.
There we go, plus 175. Jalen Turner. Put $5 on it. You'll make like $7.50.
Quick math.
Pretty good payout there.
Quick maths.
Yeah, other than that, this weekend, you could take Jamie Pickett against Bo Nickel.
All right. All right.
Now, dude,
Let's be fair
honestly,
here.
you know what? Whatever. Take John Jones. He's also an underdog. I know Sal doesn't agree with that one, but he's an
John
underdog.
is the underdog?
Yeah, take him
No,
as
he's
an
a
underdog.
favorite, dude.
No, he's not.
He's on minus 165.
John Jones?
Why would John Jones be the underdog?
Dude, he is the underdog.
No way.
Yeah,
He's never
isn't he?
lost before.
But he's never fought at heavyweight.
Yeah, but he's never lost ever.
Dude, what are his odds? Not on DraftKings. Are you actually
don't trust
looking at
DraftKings?
Are you actually
Yeah.
looking at DraftKings? No way.
Yeah. I'm
Really?
100% looking. Maybe the line moved?
No, dude, I heard from...
Well, they lied.
Who did I hear from? All right, whatever. Take Jeff Neal. Plus 400. How about that?
That's a nice one.
I like that pick. I think
if anybody could do it, it's Jeff Neal.
Dude, Jeff Neal should not be a plus 400 against Shavkat. Shavkat, amazing, 16-0. But you know what? Sprinkle a little on Jeff Neal. Why not?
I mean, or not, because then if he does win, that's even nicer.
Wait,
You know what I mean?
Wait, what do you mean?
Saying like, it's even nicer if he wins as a bigger underdog. You're saying like make him more of a favorite?
What do you mean? Make who a favorite?
Jeff Neal. What were you saying?
I'm saying sprinkle some on Jeff Neal's money line.
Oh, okay. I thought you were
Put a
saying
little-
like they should shift the line for Jeff Neal to be the favorite.
No. I'm saying it's
my bad.
it's crazy
Yeah.
that he's that heavy of an underdog. Like Jeff
Yeah.
Neal's been tearing it up. He shouldn't be a plus 400 against anybody.
Yeah,
But
dude.
yeah, take Jeff Neal. And then
All right, so
yeah. So you're saying John Jones isn't the underdog? Why was I hearing that all week? I haven't made any John Jones bets yet, but I'm also
guess-
blind, so don't trust me.
and that's it. Thank you for. This was our segment. This was the. I'm trying to cue it now.
Blind Dog Bet.
And that was our segment there.
Jeez.
Let's move on.
Let's move on.
I have a couple more points if you want to go over those, or we just go over the card.
Oh, whatever. Whatever you want. I'm still just flying on high from Steve.
Have you seen Chael going after John Jones?
No. I
He
saw
put
something
out
about it, but I didn't click on it yet.
He put out a tweet saying that he watched the last two embeddeds and that John was in the pool doing like pool workouts in the last two. And he's like, that means he has weak knees and that his ligaments and joints are bad. And that he's going to lose because his joints and ligaments are bad. And that's a Chael P assessment right there.
Dude, pool workouts are great. Have you ever heard of Laird Hamilton?
That sounds familiar.
Dude, he does
Laird
these amazing pool workouts, like with 100-pound weights that he'll be swimming across it to the other end of the pool. You can do some really intense workouts in a pool. Chael.
Right. Well, he was saying that you do pool workouts because you get a good workout and you take like you kind of give your joints a break.
Maybe he just likes to swim.
So what you're saying is Chael P's just a hater. Just flat out.
No, Chael P is the greatest content creator of our time.
I think he's an all-time hater. Like, he's professional at it.
Dude, there was a video that Chael put out this week that was, would you click on a Shavkat video? And you click on it. Yeah, and you click on it, and it's just him going, I don't even know who I'm talking about.
What's his name?
Yeah.
Is it Rachmanov? Is it Shavkat? He definitely knows what it is, too.
Yeah. He's good, man. Chael's good.
He's the best in the game. Just two more things that I have. Darren Till kind of blew up in the news because of the UFC Roster Watch Twitter account put out that he had been released. And everyone was kind of like, whoa, why did you release him? And he came out and said that he talked with Hunter, Dana, and he wants some time off. And he just doesn't want to be tied to a contract, I guess. What do you think? What happens with Darren Till? You think he should just write off, or you think he can actually mount a comeback?
Come on, Darren.
Is this what you're just gonna do this every time? All right, let's just get to the card.
No. I'll give you an answer on what I think Darren should do.
Yeah,
I agree with Drigas that Darren should get his diet under control and go back to 170.
he could get to 70,
but he would have to actually be a contender again.
You think that's what this is? Maybe he's like taking the time to get down to
get on them nice, them shredding down compounds and hop down to 170 real easily. And then get back in the pool.
Because he is massive, like John Jones.
Yeah, back swimming.
He's a big... It's weird because like he's big, but it's like he's not big at 185. But he's still big, if that makes any sense. I think it's maybe a strength thing.
He's just soft, man.
Oh, wow. All right. And I have one more segment real quick.
Yep.
I don't have any cool music for it. But it's just kind of like a prompt.
Dude, just play the Blind Dogs Pets music again.
I was watching the Justin Gaethje versus Dustin Poirier fight the other day. And I honestly believe it is the worst commentated fight that I have ever heard. It's just absolute blasphemy. It's DC and Dominic Cruz. And the whole fight, Dustin Poirier is like really putting it on Justin Gaethje. And all they keep talking about is like, oh, Dustin Poirier's going to gas out. Dustin Poirier's going to gas out. And they never once acknowledged that he's winning the fight and looking great. And I just, that led me to think like, okay, what's a fight that you can think back to that had horrible commentary?
Well, dude, that's really interesting that you say that about that fight. But I'm gonna honestly say that I don't know when a fight has bad commentary because I have to take the commentator's word for it for whatever they're saying until afterwards, and then somebody else is like, "That was terrible commentary."
So what have you heard that has been a worse commentator?
I'm gonna tell you. I've heard DC commentating Blachowicz against Izzy
Oh my god,
was really bad.
that was bad.
Yeah,
That was bad.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's one that I
think.
think was pretty
It's
bad.
just, I like DC, but sometimes on commentaries, I don't know. I could never do that job though, so I guess we can't be haters.
The guys commentating Paddy Pimblett versus Jared Gordon. They were saying that Jared Gordon was winning, and that was 3 rounds to Paddy, no doubt, right?
Yeah, clean decision. Clean decision. He was hitting him with crisp left hands. What are you talking about?
Yeah, and the damage he put on in that 3rd round was
Yeah,
pretty intense.
I mean, he's just high level. He's
Yeah.
just high level.
Yeah, run it back. Dude, speaking of high level, though, I got to shout out somebody.
Oh, go for it.
Jordan Levitt.
That was really nice.
Dude, for Jordan
picked
Levitt
him to
get a
win.
knock. Yeah.
Yeah, but I wasn't
That was
expecting
exciting.
that at all.
Dude, I was stoked for him. I really was. Because I wanted him to beat Paddy. And I was getting... I don't know. I was starting to think he could do it, like, leading up to it. And not that he couldn't, because, I mean, he just didn't. But he still could.
Yeah, I mean, he gave him problems, too. Like, there was some good scrambles. It wasn't like he washed him out.
Yeah, but
He
he's
just got caught.
And you're going into a war zone over in Paddy's land.
Yeah.
The land of, cheeky Nando's.
Cheeky Nando's.
Peri chips.
I mean, you guys have something in common. You both hate British people. So.
Dude, I feel that, though. When he's talking about it, I hear myself.
You felt it secondhand, or you felt it firsthand.
I felt like I was speaking through him.
Yeah. Maybe you were.
He's
Maybe
a
you were
smart guy, though. He's way smarter than
manifesting
me.
it,
No, Jordan's way
like
smarter
the
than me.
kids say.
Yeah.
Hey,
Jordan-
man, don't discredit yourself.
He reads a lot, man. I don't read at all.
Okay. But yeah, that's all I got. If you want to just
Hop on
jump into these damn picks.
Let's get into the pool like John Jones.
Oh. We can just. What do you want to talk about? The whole card or main card? Because I feel like it's a pretty well-rounded card, top to bottom.
Give us the card, man.
Just give you the card.
Yeah.
Dude, starting off, we got Esteban Ribovic and Loic Radzhabov, which if I'm not mistaken, is from the Ultimate Fighter. Or I might be mistaken.
Here's some beautiful music.
Yeah, that's my dad.
Sounds good, dude.
Yeah, I'm mistaken. Never mind. But yeah, Loic Radzhabov versus Esteban Ribovic. You have any picks?
No.
Demon Blackshear, Farid Basharat,
Bashrat.
Javid's brother.
Yeah.
He did look good on the Contender Series.
Yeah, you got to go with the Bashrat.
Yeah, the Basharat brothers.
Yeah.
Jessica Penne versus Tabitha Ricci. I'm going Baby Shark.
I'm going Baby Shark.
Going Baby Shark. So we talked about this one earlier because I like Mana Martinez, but Cameron Simon is a hard fight.
Yeah, I'm going Cameron Simon. I like Rodriguez and his crew.
I really want to pick Mana because I feel like when he's on, but he kind of
Pick him.
Yeah, I'm going Mana by upset. I do like Cameron though, so who knows?
Yeah. I'm going.
And
Cameron.
then this guy, pretty controversial guy. This guy, Ian Machado Gary versus.
Why is he controversial?
Because he kind
What
of
makes
just
him controversial.
he just repeats things that Conor McGregor says, and it's kind of like his whole shtick.
So you're wait. You're just saying you're annoyed by Ian Gary, and that's what's calling him controversial.
If that's how you want to put it, then
Dude,
we can go
book
with
him
that.
on the show. I'm not annoyed by Ian Gary at all. I want to talk to him. He's an inspiring young man.
And he's super Irish,
I like the Irish.
but not the British.
Yes. I mean, do you need to make me say it? I like the
But yeah.
Irish. Yeah.
But honestly, I'm picking Ian Gary in that fight.
Okay.
Yeah,
So this was a complete waste of time.
exactly. I was just messing with you. On to the next one. Julian Marquez versus Marc-Andre Barriault. I think this is insulting that he's not a favorite.
I'm going Marc-Andre.
I'm going Julian Marquez, man.
Nice. Good thing we're not watching this card together.
The Cuban Missile Crisis. Viviane Araujo versus Amanda Ribas. This is kind of interesting because Alexa Grasso was fighting for the title later in the card. Her last fight was against Viviane, and a lot of people said that she won.
The Vivian one.
Yeah. So I wonder how, like, if she's gonna try, make a statement.
Grasso's last fight's controversial decision.
Yeah, it was against Viviane.
Ooh, I didn't know that. I didn't know. I thought she finished her.
No. That was the fight before. I think she fought Joanne Calderwood.
What?
But I think so.
Grasso's getting a title fight after fighting Joanne and then
No, she fought. Yeah,
Joanne and then Vivian.
She's on a 4-fight win streak. She beat Jung Young Kim, Macy Barber, Joanne Wood, and Viviane Araujo. Yeah.
That's how you get a title fight in this division?
In Valentina Shevchenko's division, yes, that's how you.
Dude, that's terrible.
I mean, let's wait on that one. I'm not even gonna get there yet. But
That's terrible.
I'm going for Amanda Ribas in that fight.
Cool. I'm going with Amanda.
Next one, I'm really excited for this. Dricus du Plessis and Derek Brunson.
Okay,
This is it.
Wait,
This is his
I have to say
signature
something.
performance.
I have
What?
to say something. Chris Curtis is mad that he's not on the main card, and these guys aren't mad.
Well, because they've been on main cards before. They've gotten their money.
Chris Curtis has been on main cards.
You know what? Now that I think about it, this is Derek's retirement fight.
Has he
So
said
that is
that?
it's kind of messed up. Yeah, this is his last fight.
He said that this is his retirement fight.
Yeah, and what a horrible last fight, by the way.
Dude, that's not
These
good to
guys
say
never,
that.
these guys never go out on like, maybe they can win this.
You know they've trained
Jesus. They have?
together? Yeah, a long time ago.
This is gonna be a weird looking fight too, because they both fight pretty awkward. They have it's just like an awkward matchup. But I'm going with Dricus. I think this is his big win. Not that the other ones haven't been big, but I mean Derek's number 5. You know,
Yeah. No,
he's been pretty relevant for a while.
Time. It's Driga's time.
Yeah.
Yeah. For
Biggest time. And then this one has me so nervous. Cody Garbrandt versus Trevin Jones.
Why are you nervous?
Because Cody Garbrandt needs a win bad.
But do you really care?
Yeah.
Why?
Here, you want to hear my story with Cody Garbrandt?
No.
Okay. Next
Yeah,
fight.
Sure. No, do it.
I was like a full-on hater when he fought TJ. I was full on TJ's side. I didn't like Cody at all. And then just like over time, I've come to really appreciate how he fights and what he does. And him, like I've watched interviews and stuff, and he seems like a good dude. And it just sucks to see him like the fall from grace from the Dominic Cruz fight, where I mean the dude looked like no one has ever looked in a cage before. He looked phenomenal, and then just slowly, like get worse and worse and worse. So I'm just pulling for him to get a win. It's a nice spot, it's the prelims, headliner. I just hope he does it. After I said that, it's not that interesting of a story.
No, you
Sorry.
pulled at my heart a little bit, so that's
Yeah.
good. Yeah. All right, let's go, Cody.
So you got Trevin Jones, right?
Why not? Yeah.
Yeah. And then opening up the main card, Bo Nickel, the prospect, versus Jamie Pickett.
And you don't like Bo. We've made that very known.
Of course. No, I'm a Bo Nickel fan.
Okay.
I think he's gonna do good.
Yeah. All right. Good luck, Bo. Dude, Jamie.
It's not good like Jamie.
Dude, Jamie during media day today hyped me up. Yeah, and I'm not like I don't know Jamie Pickett all that well.
right at all.
But yeah, I don't know him at all. But he did hype me up. I got all fired up for Jamie Pickett to get that life-changing upset moment. Do I think it's going to happen? Probably not, because Bo Nichols seems like a scary guy.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think
I should
he's
say talented. I shouldn't say scary.
Yeah, he doesn't seem super scary. No. But when he fights, it's like, damn.
Right. This guy knows something.
It's aggressive. Yeah.
He's been doing it way longer than other people.
And I feel like the fact that he's mentioned it before too, that he's been in the limelight for a while. It's not like this is new for him.
No, this is nothing.
Yeah, so I think that's a big factor. Like the lights aren't going to be too bright because he's been on massive stages. So
since he was young, like very young.
Yeah, that's an exciting guy to watch out for at 85, especially because they talked about it on Aerial too. There's not like at the top of 85. There's not like super heavy grappling.
No.
So if he can work on his hands a little more and like really figure out how to get these guys down, I don't know. Who knows? It could be a real problem.
But I think like Rodriguez versus Bo is a scary fight too for Bo.
That's intriguing. Yeah. Like how is he gonna adjust when someone is that level?
Right.
You know, we're not sure yet, but we'll see on Saturday.
I mean, also, dude, Hamzat is now saying he is a 185er. Put Bo against Hamzat. That's a crazy fight.
Might as well, dude.
Yeah.
They need to just book him already against somebody.
Somebody.
Yeah. Who cares if they're ranked? Just get him a fight.
Could somebody get that man a fight?
Yeah, dude. It's ridiculous. Next fight, Mateusz Gamrot, Jalen Turner. I'm so hyped for this fight.
You already got my pick with Jalen Turner.
I'm so excited. Yeah. I'm more excited. I like Dan Hooker. I like Dan Hooker, but this is a way more exciting fight, I think.
It's just more exciting because it gets Jalen to the top quicker.
Yeah, it's like this is a bigger matchup for him, for sure.
For sure. Yeah.
For sure.
Let's go, Jalen!
What a tough matchup, though, man. He's got to look sharp.
Dude, it is a crazy tough matchup. Like, people forget, like, right before Gamrot got beat by Beneil, you look at Gamrot's stats. Like, his record is insane.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, look at how good Armin looked last fight.
Right.
And this dude had, like, he beat Armin. He had a super impressive against. It's hard to look impressive against Armin Tsarukyan.
Yeah.
Is my point. So that's going to be a good one. And then Jeff Neal versus, I don't know if his first name is Shavkat. I don't know if his last name is Rakhmonov. Shavkat Rakhmonov.
This guy's not doing a good job on his social media.
Yeah. We went over it, though. We go on Jeff Neal.
Take him. Take Jeff Neal.
Take him. Why not? And then co-main. Valentina Shevchenko, Alexa Grasso. I'm calling Alexa Grasso is going to upset Valentina Shevchenko. And Valentina is one of my favorite fighters.
You really think it's going to happen this time? I was thinking Aaron's going to upset Valentina.
I think she could upset Valentina, but that's not the fight happening right now. I think Alexa has all the tools and the experience. Like, she spent the right amount of time in the organization. She's improved every fight. And she's Mexican.
She is. This is the year of the Mexicans.
Yeah, I mean, three Mexican champions. How sick would that be?
I think it's super cool.
You do a massive card in Mexico.
Brendan Moreno leading the whole pack. I love it.
Dude.
I love it. But at the same time, I think Valentina gets through her and Aaron Blanchfield gets Valentina.
I mean, that also very possible. Yeah, Valentina is a freaking killer.
Yeah, I think she's going to be bringing her A game this time because of her poor performance against Tyler Santos.
Yeah, that's a huge possibility. I'm rooting for Alexa to, I don't know, pull something off.
Did you hear her on the MMA Hour by any chance?
Valentina?
Yeah.
Yeah, that she said Aaron's not, what is it? She's not there yet or something like that?
She said she's a little puppy dog or something?
Yeah.
Dude,
kind of disrespectful.
Okay, but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about Valentina training in Japan for this fight.
Oh, yeah.
Living with sumo wrestlers. She's prepared, my friend.
She does that every camp. You know that she trains like in a different place in the world.
Yeah, for sure. But like,
So cool.
it's so crazy to be like, okay, so how are you prepared to take on Alexa Grasso? She's like, I've been living with sumo wrestlers.
Yeah. She's next level, dude. She's next level. And then the big one, the big boys.
Big boys.
John Jones heavyweight debut against Cyril Bumgamin gone. Or Cyril. What does he call him? Cyril? Surreal. That's how he says it. Surreal gone.
Oh, it is surreal.
That's how Chael says it.
Dude, I got John.
You got
I
John?
know you don't. Yeah, I know you don't, and that's okay. We're not going to be watching it together. I'm not even going to be watching it. So, but I've got John.
Yeah, I've been like mulling over this for the last couple of weeks, kind of going back and forth. And I'm gonna commit. I'm gonna go Cyril, and just I'll eat my words if not, but I feel like he can do it.
You'll eat your cereal?
Wow, that was so bad that I think we can just end.
No,
I think that's it.
Don't do this to me again.
Keep ending the show on you.
No.
Wait.
I think John is gonna put on a world of hurt. It's gonna be a violent performance.
I hope it's an exciting fight. Also.
It will be. It's going to be. I promise.
Yeah. You can't promise that.
I'm not even gonna be watching it. It doesn't matter what
Yeah.
I say.
You're a non-factor.
I'm gonna be at a wedding in front, like with 500 people.
It's a big-ass wedding.
It's way too big.
Yeah. There's not even 500 people going to this fight, dude.
They're trusting me holding the rings.
Huh.
I know.
That's interesting.
Yeah, they shouldn't do that.
Yeah. It's an odd choice.
Yeah. It's an odd choice.
It's like, what made you go? Why?
I'm
Are
just
you
gonna-
you're the best man though?
Yeah.
That's nice. You have to speech and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Wow.
Giving a speech on Friday night. I've had a few ideas that I could start my speech off with that would probably get me kicked out of being able to come back on Saturday so I could watch the fights Saturday night.
Oh, playing tricks. Playing.
I'd like to be able to run them by you, but I can't.
We could do it off air.
Yeah, we could do it off air.
It's not for the show. We're
Yeah, some of them would not go over well.
yeah. We're family friendly here, at a fighting chance.
But dude, this has been a lot of fun. Still flying
Yeah.
high from Steven Peterson. Please, everybody, go check out Steven Peterson's his YouTube channel, Ocho TV, which is a really awesome channel. I was checking it out, and also go check out his son. What's the name of the channel, Sal? Come on, help me out.
I believe it was Keeson or cool kid named Keeson or something like that.
Yeah, cool. Kid
I'll
named
I'll put it up. I'll
Please.
put it up on the screen.
Please. But more
So everyone
importantly than all that, we'd love to thank you for tuning in to A Fighting Chance.
How sweet.
And yeah, seriously, please like, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, share with your friends, your family, and take care. Thank you.
Dude, thank you for these sick riffs, Jared. I mean, just so sick. Peace.